Chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.
We're doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing it live. Let me see if I've got my camera set up properly. It looks like we do, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. All right, hope everyone's doing well. I know it's a late start. It's a late one. Let me see if I can actually fix something real quick. Got a little blur on there. See if we can fix that. Hit that like button as you guys come in. Getting this bad boy started late. Hey, but that's what you can do when you ain't got nothing else to do, ladies and gentlemen. On the plug. Hey, RIP to none other than
Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, nigga.
the Hulk is gone, y'all. That sound bite is gonna always hit different now. Definitely gonna hit different. Today I'm gonna go over some trades. Some trade setups, potentially. I mean, if you're in Bloodalytics scalping, you've had a good day. You would have been short the market earlier. But I wanted to go over a strategy for those that are using Bloodalytics. A strategy to help you risk less and have more rewards. So we'll do that toward the tail end of the video today. We got Mine and Tron in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Tonight I will be live with my guy, Hotep Jesus. Let me see if I can find, because he's on a network that it's slipping my mind right now. Somebody help me out if you know what network Hotep is on. Let's see if I go to his website really quickly. He is on, doesn't even say on his website. Forgot the name of it. Somebody drop the name of the network he's on. I'll be on there tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Absolutely fine, the Tron says. I know you want that 114 to fill. We probably will get there. We probably will get there. But before we get there, we're going to look at some trades, ladies and gentlemen. Powered by Bloodalytics. All right, so let me bring my chart up. Again, hit that like button as you guys come in. Let me bring the chart up. I didn't even share the screen yet. But these are the trades we've had. At least if you were scalping, you would have been short on Bitcoin here at about 10 a.m. 10:18 this morning, about an hour ago. We would have taken profit here at S Chicken. And on Ethereum, again, the scalping system is designed to trade not all day, but at specific times, and you know, when there's more liquidity in the markets. So this is why, you know, you got to really look at these charts, figure out when you've seen the most volatility and trade during those times, and you're going to get excellent results from the scalping for sure. All right, so these are a sequence of trades from the scalping system. We had a short this morning at 10:14 as well. Took profits on that at about 10:36. But the system I'm going to show you, or strategy using my system, I'll show you today, is pretty neat. It's nothing like secret sauce or nothing. It's literally just a reversion from the mean. And you're going to play against that and have very low risk but high reward if it reverts back the other way. So again, we'll take a look at that strategy here in a minute. If you guys want this chart, this signal, the scalping signal, it is available hitting that QR code in the top right corner you see right there. All right, it will take you to, I think it takes you right to the checkout page, if I'm not mistaken. $24 a month. Cancel anytime. Bada boom, bada bing. This website is being redesigned as we speak, so I have a better design website for the Bloodalytics side of things. We got the swing trading, i.e., I call it the hedge fund signal. Slower profits, but very smooth. Lower drawdowns. It's all automated. That is the hedge fund / swing trading system. Again, in the rebranding, you will see all that updated. All right. Bloodalytics.com if you want more details on that, or scan the QR code for the scalping system. Again, I don't know what, and I'll just tweet it out later tonight or later today. The network that Hotep is streaming from, I'll be on there at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll try to drop a link for you guys to tune in and watch as well. We'll be talking crypto. You know, I'll go into my 2 Satoshis on that whole situation and what we got going on in the crypto markets. Because yeah, some things are definitely shifting. Definitely shifting. All right, I'm over on Bit2Next. Join me there. Get you and grab that $10. Real quick grab. All you got to do is sign up using the QR code you see on the screen right now. You get your $10. All right, credited to your account. You can start trading. Blow it all because you're not using Bloodalytics. But if you are using Bloodalytics, you might be able to turn that 10 into 100 and that 100 into 1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying. If you want to try that, sign up for Bit2Next. Send me your UID number from Bit2Next and your TradingView username, and I'll set you up with a 5-day free trial of the scalping system. All right. So I want to just look at another couple setups really quickly before I go into this strategy I employ on my own signal that should greatly help you guys. So we got another TP here, take profit on the Ethereum scalp just now, and Ethereum is starting to head lower as we speak. This is a 1-minute chart, so you know it looks worse than it really is, but that's a nice move there, and that's a double short because we went short here at about 10:16 and then doubled that short at 10:22, and that is a very good trade right there. Round of applause. Round of applause. So he just took some profits there on that trade live. Okay. let's go ahead and take a look at some of the swing trades really quickly. Before we get into it, we got Trump, man. Trump went to visit the Federal Reserve. I think this may have happened 4 times in the past. Pretty unprecedented situation. Pretty unprecedented situation. Have Trump go visit the Federal Reserve, not for a ceremony, not to induct a new Fed chair, nothing like that. This was all to go basically do a mafia chin check, if you will. And what does this mean? What does this mean for us? Is this going to mean lower rates? Did he pressure Federal Reserve Jerome Powell enough? Do you guys think he did? Did he threaten them? I don't think so. Is it going to change anything? I don't think so. I think Powell is going to go down with the ship as being quote unquote independent, right? He's going to go down as being quote unquote independent, which is ridiculous. But that's what he's going to try to leave his legacy as, not being bullied by a president or influenced by a president. We all know they're all influenced and in cahoots with one another. There is no independent Fed. They weren't independent in 08, 09 crisis. They surely coordinated with banks and the president. They did a whole bunch of coordinating. So how independent are they really? In calm times, they're independent, but when shit hits the fan, they're not. So are they really independent? No, they're not. They're not at all. So this is let's take a look at this really quickly, because we're in the middle of potentially making a move here. So I ended up taking a short up here on Solana, and it's going against us now, and it's going long now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I was going to close this trade, but I just need to wait a little bit to see the pullback come in, because it usually does. It usually does. All right, we're getting the pullback now. And it might end up going back short. So I'm just watching it. But when you're manually trading, it's kind of like a sixth sense. But what I want to show you is something that you can employ in your strategies. I'm going to go ahead and reverse this trade. So I went ahead and reversed that trade. And now we're long on Solana. But what you can do, let me just show you really quickly on Bit2Next. We just went long on Solana. Okay, what you want to do, or what you can do when you're trading with Bloodalytics, is trade the reversions. So what do I mean by that? So you can put a little chicken on the table here when the short signal comes in. But if you get a move down into the money and then a move back up towards this is kind of your soft stop zone. This is what I have. This is how I designed the Bloodalytics system. It's not a hard stop. It's a soft stop area. But as you come back to that zone, you can add a majority of your trade in there above where the entry is. So that puts you in a very good position, risk reward scenario, where you're not risking that much. Like when I put this trade on, I think I might have risked $20 to make $250, $300 on this trade if it had gone in my favor. Now we got down here, and it did was maybe up about $70, $60 here. Okay, But that's how you can trade these signals and maximize your earnings. I mean, I'm going back. I know, yeah, I don't like really doing this, but just to give you an illustration, here's a long trade. You could have put a little chicken in if you wanted to, but on the back, on the rebound or the pullback, I should say, towards your soft stop loss zone, you could have added the bulk of your trade, and boom, that would have been a killer trade right there. That would have been a killer trade. So we're getting same scenario here. Let's see if it can hold. I'm going to add to, but we might end up going back short. But at least I'm going to add to my position. I just added to my position. We'll see if it holds or not. If not, we close and reset. You'll get some false signals, but boy, when you get it, it's gonna make up for it. I'm telling you, you're gonna knock it out the park. Let's see what this chat room's talking about here. I'll sign up tonight. Busy at work. Mine and Tron in the building. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking it more show than anything getting done. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna be done. Trump is hilarious, man. His tactics are hilarious. Look at CNBC. Trump says he believes Powell is ready to start lowering rates. That means they might have not even talked about it, but Trump is going to publicly come out and say he believes Powell is ready to start lowering rates. If he knew Powell was going to lower rates, he would have said something totally different. I'm just being honest with you. He would have said something totally different if he knew Powell was going to lower interest rates. So this is what he wishes for, but this is not necessarily reality. Now, Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent calls for a review of the entire Federal Reserve. This was an interview he did yesterday where he suggested a review of the Federal Reserve that would go beyond the current controversy over building renovations and look at its overall function. It's crazy because I'm going to be honest with you. With the advent of these CBDCs, I already see the writing on the wall for the Fed. There will be no reason for the Fed here in the next 10 years. If the CBDC market grows to the capacity where I think it could grow, meaning be a large chunk of the overall Treasury issuance, because remember, these CBDCs, every time a dollar is created, they have to essentially hedge that dollar that they created, the USDC or USDT. They have to hedge that and make money off the issuance of that digital currency somehow, some way. That's the whole business model. So if they give me $100,000, if I go get $100,000 worth of USDT or USDC, they're going to go out and the money that I give them in exchange for a digital stable coin, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take my money and go buy treasuries and T-bills and stuff. That's what they're going to do. So that they can make money off of my holding their stable coin. And the Genius Act is genius because it spells out in the Genius Act that they cannot pass on that yield that they earn to the consumer. So the consumer gets the short end of the stick yet again. The end user gets the short end of the stick yet again. So we'll be holding all these USDC and USDT coins, and guess what? Can't even profit off of it. Genius Act doesn't prohibits them from passing on that interest that they're earning from T-bills and other investments and stuff. very low risk, passing that on to you. But it is it's essentially a money market account without them having to pay you. Boy, Wall Street sure knows how to do it, don't they? They sure know how to screw the everyday person over and over and over. So we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not too convinced that we will see anything from this quote unquote meeting. Trump went to the Federal Reserve to see the building. We know it was more than that. I will have to say this is diabolical though. Why is it costing? Let me see what the cost is if it shows how much the Federal Reserve renovation budget is. Okay, here we go. They approach. Okay, Trump asserted that construction costs for the ongoing renovations of the two Fed buildings have topped $3.1 billion. That is insane. That's your money. That's my money. I'm assuming it. And the crazy thing about it is, I don't know how a non-federal agency gets our taxpayer dollars. That's the diabolical part of that. Reading between the lines, really, that's the question you should be asking. How are we giving a non-federal agency $3.1 billion to renovate their buildings? I don't know, man. Y'all help a brother understand that. Help me understand that. We got Crypto Polio in the house. Hey man, I'm just chillaxing, my friend. NGO. Yeah. Oh, Mindertron, if you sign up, depending if you sign up for the scalping, just send me an email because I don't get the notifications via email all the time. They get buried in like spam or updates or something like that. So just hit me up, let me know you did sign up, and then we'll take care of you from there and get you set up. Get you set up, mon frere. So back to the markets though. Let's take a look at these charts. It's been a wild day actually. And the reason it's been a wild day is because ironically enough, we finally got a proper and correct signal on the moon phase, on the moon cycles. So yesterday we had a new moon phase, and precisely on that dot, as you guys see on my main chart here, I still have the Moonalytics, the Bloodalytic moon indicator that we were in the middle of building. I guess I should finish it, right? I guess I should finish it because it's not a bad system, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll give it away. Maybe I'll give it away to someone once I finish it. But it was precise. It was precise on the indicator. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and reverse this trade we're in right now. As you guys see, just a small $7, $8 loss. We'll reverse that and try to go short here. We got about 10 grand and so on short because we're kind of toggling back and forth, as you can see with the signal. We're kind of going back and forth at the moment, trying to figure out which direction we're going to go. Now, our bloodline is showing us a bearish tone to the markets, so that's why I'm going ahead and going back short on the actual indicator or on the trade. If we were, bullish or green on the bloodline, I would have maybe stayed long. But because we are now in a bearish stance for Solana And really, I mean, if you look at it again, we go back to the market, overall market chart. It's kind of a bearish tone. I mean, ever since the moon phase, we dipped hard. I mean, right on point, right on cue. We've dipped. Now we're trying to hold this area. You know, we got a, I don't know, it's not a shooting star, because the shooting star would be at the top, but I forgot what you call this candle here on the 1 hour. I'm not a candle reading person, but that is a candle. And so we're trying to hold this area of 114, which, I mean, Mindatron, we're there. 115, we touch 114.80. So is the gap filled for you? Let a brother know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Where's your TP on Soul? Oh, okay. So my stop losses are very tight, man. Because they're really not stop losses. They're kind of like zones for a reversal. So I keep them really tight. This one is 178.55 zone on this short. Okay. That's the region for that. Now again, I don't put those necessarily. Okay, so if I put the stop loss in the system, like on the exchange while I'm trading the Bloodalytics, I put it a lot higher than what the chart is showing me. Because again, you got to give room. The way I developed the system is not a hard stop once you cross that threshold. So we can get some bleeding into that zone and reverse and still be Gucci. So just keep that in mind. If you're adding the indicator to your own chart and, you know, doing your own situation, just keep that in mind. So because I am trading live, you know, I put it up here. Like I will put it at 178.70. Okay. I'm just setting that up now for us. So you can see I put it at 178.70 to give us some room, a buffer. Okay. So we may get a back and forth here. That's normal. But once we get it, it's going to more than pay for itself. You just got to be patient and wait the trade out. Like we've had, you know, we had this scenario here on yesterday. You know, we toggled back and forth a couple times, lost a couple dollars. Boom, the short went in, and that was the actual trade. And boom, shakalaka. I mean, that bad boy, we, you know, bring out the measurement tool on that one. You're talking about a 5% move in six hours. So again, 5% moves are, when you're leverage trading, it's excellent. Because if you got, let's say you got 50,000 on the trade leverage, that's 2,500 you would have made on that trade, on that one trade. Yeah, so the TP is dynamic. The TP is dynamic on the trades, on the Bloodalytics signals. It's dynamic. Now I have some fixed zones, and for Solana, I think it is maybe 1%. Let me see. 1.4% is a take profit zone on that. But sometimes the system will continue out the trade. Like you see here from yesterday, we went short and we didn't close it. We kept it going all the way down. So it can be dynamic. But in general, for this, how I have it set up on this particular chart. Now, when you sign up for Bloodalytics, you get this chart right here. Let me show you the chart you get with Bloodalytics. But it's a powerful tool because you can always. Now, let me really quickly. I just saw we had a trade in for H bar, and H bar be hitting. H bar smacks. So let me bring up H bar really quickly and see if we can go long there. Man, this loading screen, come on now. It's diabolical. What the hell? What is H? Oh, I typed in wrong. I was on spot trading. Let's see if we can get into this H bar trade. Let me go back over here. Oh, so what I was saying is that you know, you get this chart when you sign up for the scalping. Okay. However, you can take that indicator. It's under indicators, invite only, and you'll see the Bloodalytics one right there. You can add that to any chart and set it up however you want. You know, using the parameters that you find might be even better than mine. And then if you take this and put it on a higher time frame, it's you know, you got a nice long-term indicator. So this thing is not just for scalping. I just set it up for scalping for Ethereum and Bitcoin, but you can, it's multifaceted, multiverse. You can use it across S&P 500, NASDAQ, FX. You can use this indicator across all those. H bar just hit Robinhood. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Didn't even know that. So let's look at H bar real quick. And our soul trade is starting to go in our favor, but H bar, my friend. Okay, so H bar just went back short. H bar just went back short. So let me nibble on this H bar real quick. Pause, no diddy. Let's come over here. We're gonna just nibble on it. A little nibble dibble. There we go. We're now up about 60 bucks on the Solana short. 70 bucks now. So we'll monitor that. Those two trades. And you can literally do this, I wouldn't say all day, because you don't, you know, the more you trade, the more you're gonna screw some stuff up. So, but I'm just saying you can do this once a day at a specific time period, like the US zone, and make a decent amount of money, guys. It's so easy, it's complicated, I guess. So if we can break below this area on Solana, this is going to be a nice short. We break below this zone right here of 176.40. This is going to be a nice short. This bad boy is going to then try to take out 175.73. And then we'll make a new leg down. But we got to be careful in these zones because this is a nice support area. So the market will try to defend this area. Oh, I didn't even have it on the screen. Sorry about that. So this is what I'm talking about here. This area right here, 176.47 area. We break this. We should get an acceleration down to 175.90 for SOL, which is crazy because SOL made a crazy move the other day. It touched 200 and it got smacked hard. 205 range, and this was the smackdown right here. I mean, it just got 20% drop, 25% drop almost. So that was pretty deep. That was pretty deep. Come trade with a brother over at Bit2Nix. Okay, scalp with me over there. Sign up. If you sign up, and here's you get $10 off the rip. Just sign up, you get $10 off the rip. Okay, I gotta see what. Okay, so H bar, we just took profit on H bar. We just took profit on H bar. So let me close that trade. H bar, 50 bucks on that one. Flash close. Just like that, we out of here. Round of applause. Still holding the Solana trade. AZC 56 bucks on that trade. And that was a light trade. I didn't even put I just wanted to test the waters because again, I like to buy, get into the position, get my toes wet, but then if it goes against me, that's when I really pile on the main course. But I didn't get a chance on that one, but that's okay. You never lose taking profits. You just want to get some skin in the game. And then you'll try to double it up or add to it. I hate that you guys can't see. It's very hard to see these. Zoom it in a lot more for you. But yeah, there you go. Optimus Prime in the building. Crypto Pollo said, soul love structure. Yeah, sure does. Sure does. Yeah, I woke up with notification that H bar is now available to trade. That's what's up. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. I still hold a decent amount of H bar from 2 cycles ago. And the reason I liked H bar is because it is a hash graph, so it's not a blockchain. People kind of get that confused sometimes. It's not a blockchain, it's a hash graph, and I like the fact that it's a hash graph and not a blockchain because it gives us some optionality, some deviation from the mean, some deviation from everyone else. Everyone else is running a blockchain, so that's kind of why they have great partnerships on the corporate side as well. That's great. But I mainly was intrigued with it because it's not a blockchain. That was the main reason. So we're still in this trade here, the soul short. We'll see how that pans out. I'll keep monitoring it. I will keep monitoring it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to show you guys on how to use the Bloodalytics system in a way to increase your odds, to decrease risk reward or increase risk reward, however you want to look at it. Lower your risk, increase your reward by when you get a signal, put a little chicken in there. But if it goes against you and doesn't quite go the opposite way, if it doesn't go the opposite way, add to that position. That's when you put the chunk of it in there and get your dollar cost price above entry, if you can. If it doesn't go in your direction, as you saw in today's trade with H bar, fine. Still make some money, close out the trade, live to trade another day, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Bit2Nix. Scan that QR code. Sign up. I know it says July 24th. It has been extended. So sign up. Create your fresh new account. And I will give you 5 days of the scalping system you saw today. 5-day free trial. Send me your UID and TradingView username to algo@cryptoblood.io. algo@cryptoblood.io after you sign up using the QR code you see on the screen. Trade and earn. This is my Blowfin group, gang. Shout out to everybody over there trading on Blowfin with the swing trading system. I've got a new, I think I got a new promo with them. I'll talk about that on the next show. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube members only chat room. Y'all crack me up. Oh man, Jason Lynn, we got 10 pound in there. We got wisdom bars. Shout out to everybody over there in the trading, the Telegram room, I should say. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's take one more look at our trade over there on Solana. Okay, still holding that area. We breached it a little bit. We did breach it just a tad bit, which is enough, honestly, to take ourselves down here to about 175.92. Let's see what happens. I'll update you guys on the next live stream. Again, tonight, 9 p.m. I'll try to tweet it out if I get the link. Come join me over on Hotep's live stream on, I forgot the name of the network. Forgive me. But we'll have some fun out there in Hotep land. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
My money keep growing. Your girl is a dot. She all on my groin. She blowing my horn. We fuck like porn. These rappers is whack. They lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money. They never get born. I'm loading my strap. They calling law. Fuck around and you clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.